Hawks fans, this report exposes the Atlanta Hawks weakness right here. It doesn't matter if you're in your home or your car, I have something for you that is quite bizarre. But it doesn't talk about the Atlanta Hawks being at their peak. We're talking about somewhere, an area where the Atlanta Hawks is weak, and I'm going to get into it. Welcome back to Hawks Digest. Been a minute, Hawks fans. I'm happy to see you, man. Put your Hawks gear on. Take off your shoes, leave on your socks, because we're going to get into this report that is surrounded again around the Atlanta Hawks' weakness. And even though we see this guy as a strength, he does have a weak spot, and we're going to get into it. I got you guys locked and loaded. Give me 1 second, because you know what's going on. Welcome back, everybody who is subscribed to Hawks Digest. Thank you for being a part of the Hawks Digest media family. We love to have you. And for those who are not a part of the Digest media family just yet, and the Hawks and being a member of the Hawks Digest family, we love to have you guys. Come on, hit that subscribe button and become a part of the Hawks Digest media family, because the clock is ticking and we are getting closer to the regular season. We love to have you, so be a part. But all right, guys, let's get into it, shall we? This report is surrounding our guy, Dyson Daniels. Dyson Lamar Daniels, if you have been a member of the Hawks Digest media family, you already know I gave this guy a nickname. But either way it goes, Dyson Daniels, the great barrier thief, a guy who came over from the New Orleans Pelicans in the trade for Dejounte Murray. A lot of people were not sold on Dyson Daniels, and you can understand that, being the guy that just stood in the corner for the Pelicans doing nothing. But came over to the Atlanta Hawks. I fully expected for them to give him an opportunity, and that is what they did. And last year he showed having mightily improvements in every category. Of course, leading the league in steals, leading the league in stocks. This guy right here, most improved player, should have been defensive player of the year, but that's neither here or there anymore. He did get the most improved, and he did deserve that. But we're going to get into why Dyson Daniels has a bizarre stat that follows him right now. And it could spell trouble for Atlanta. It could not. But we're talking about Dyson Daniels and his three-point shooting today. We brought in guys like Porzingis, yes. Like Nickeil Alexander-Walker, yes. And, of course, sharpshooter Luke Kennard. But another thing that has to actually happen for the Atlanta Hawks is Dyson Daniels improving from the three-point line as well. That's going to be another thing to keep him as a floor spacing option. Now, there is a statement that, you can never have too many open threes, but what I'm going to show you guys and illustrate to you guys in this video is you can. You really can. It can be a bad thing if guys are leaving you open and walking away. It's an open three-pointer is the best looking basketball that you're going to get. But Hawks fans, we should be mindful of this. Now, before I show you my graphic, Dyson Daniels' three-point shot quality ranked second in the entire league. That's with everybody, all players that's in the league. And he was second, but not in a good way. He was second behind Domantas Sabonis. And I know it's not a lot of us that probably watch a lot of Kings basketball, right? Understood. But if you did, or if you just seen Kings games, most teams, especially when we're talking about from behind the three-point line, when Domantas Sabonis is shooting the three, they're mostly saying, oh, self-check. For those who hoop, y'all know what I'm talking about. So he's pretty much a self-check. You're going to leave him open. They tend to leave him wide open on three-point shots. There is a metric that is behind it too, and I'm going to do my best to illustrate it for you guys. The metric is used for three-point shot quality. Sabonis was the best in the league, not necessarily being the best, but at 0.88, and Dyson Daniels, he was right behind him at 0.83. So defenses are seeing this guy, Dyson Daniels, who's only shooting 34% on open threes and last year, and they're looking at him like, is he really a spacing threat? I think he's more so of a self-check from the three-point line, and he's averaging a low percentage shot, in front of the three-pointer. I want to give you one more before my graphic. Hawks generated 1.15 points per possession last season, which was good for 8th in the league for the NBA. But when you throw in Dyson Daniels and you just surround it around Dyson Daniels 34% from three, that drops it down to 1.05 points per game, which makes it better for the defense. The defense is looking for that easy stop. You're always looking for easy stop. We're looking for easy stops on defense. So, of course, defense is looking at Dyson Daniels as a three-point shooter. They're like, yeah, we'll let him shoot it. Mind you, guys, Jalen Johnson is not a three-point shooter. Onyeka Okongwu is not a three-point shooter. They can make threes. They're not shooters. So when you think about bringing in that talent, when those guys are covered, there's going to be a guy that's going to be open. It's possibly going to be Dyson Daniels. So with that being said, you have to have this guy being able to knock down threes. If Dyson Daniels fails to hit wide open threes at a higher clip, it's going to possibly, not guaranteed, but possibly be catastrophic for us, y'all. Because again, the guys that I just named are not necessarily three-point shooters. Zaccharie Risacher, he is on the uprise. So we'll see exactly where he falls. I'm very excited about that young man. But Dyson Daniels, man, he has to continue to improve on his three-point shooting. He did take a step forward from the Pelicans, 31.1% to 34%. So it did go up. And, of course, he won that most improved, just like he said he would improve his game. But, again, I said I had a graphic for you. And I'm going to put it on the big screen for you guys, too, so you can see it better. This right here, what you guys are seeing, 23% here, 27% here, 31% at the top of the key. We also are moving to where he got better, 55% in the corner, and yes, 37% right here, because that's a little darker. So my apologies for that. So this is where we're talking about from the three-point line for Dyson Daniels. This is Dyson Daniels' shot chart right here. Again, corner three on the right side, 55%. Left side, not so good, 23%. 27% here, 31% there. So again, you see the percentages from three. And overall, these have to get better so he can continue to be a floor spacer. You see where his bread and butter is, right there at the 56% for, and that's more so with floaters. He was one guy that could definitely get the floaters down well over 40%. I believe closer to 50%, maybe like 47%. As far as like knocking down floaters. And then ultimately by the end of the season, it was more so like 52.9, I believe. I don't have it in front of me, but I do remember seeing it was over like 50% where he shot, where he was able to convert on floaters. But we're not talking about the floaters. We know he got that. We are here talking about the three-point percentage. The three-point percentage has got to go up, guys. But I'm going to give this with a grain of salt, because even though I show you this shot chart right here, illustrating the three-point and seeing that the highest is 55% over in the corner, 37% here right next to on the wing. So the right side of the wing, right side of the court is being favorable to Dyson Daniels. We want the entire court to be favorable, especially behind the three-point line, for Dyson Daniels as a floor spacer to be able to continue to improve. But I believe that Dyson Daniels has the ability to improve these three-point numbers, again going from 31.1% up to 34% in his three-point shooting, overall improving his point totals, rebounding totals, assist totals, and steal totals as well. So he has the ability to improve. It's there for Dyson Daniels. I believe that he is working in the offseason, and I also believe the Atlanta Hawks will benefit because he's seeing that we're bringing in other guys to help with three-point shooting. One way, when they're closing out on those other guys and the open shots are coming to you now, Dyson, you have to knock it down. But I do believe and have all the faith, especially off of his season last year, coming over, being a focal point, being one of those guys that can actually get it done. I think he's going to improve, Hawks fans. Please tell me what you guys think, though. How do you guys feel about the information that I just gave you? How do you guys feel about the possibility of Dyson Daniels being able to be that floor spacer, being able to improve on his 3-point percentage. He did again from the Pelicans to the Hawks in year 2 with the Atlanta Hawks. What can Dyson Daniels provide us from the 3-point line? We know we were going to get on defense. We know we're going to get as far as like attitude, and we got a well-rounded player. Can Dyson Daniels improve that 3-point shooting to make the Hawks even deadlier than what they are on paper predicted to be? You guys let me know, and you guys get back to me. Let me know what you guys are feeling, and I will be back at you guys with another video shortly, getting back into the swing of things. Clock is ticking. Season is almost here. But until next time, guys, peace and blessings to you all, and to you all, I'll holler.